Andy, you have some other comments you'd like to make? Read front book. And topics for general discussion. I just wanted to get David sent some stuff out, and I was a little more, which was I was a little more interested in where do we go from there. I think we got some by Allison. And then we Ethan and Bridget. I think that's what she. So where do we go from there? But I think there was a ton of great stuff. Like really great resources. Cliff, Cliff, yeah, Cliff, and Friends of American Education. Where do we go from there?
My opinion, as far as the public education, probably a few more things to include as far as people. I don't know that there's much point trying. I think the best thing is to try to get some information talking. So if somebody has questions, maybe the answer.
So going back to kind of go through the zoning.
Yeah, one or the other.
Just what do you think? What's your opinion?
Well, we talked about the place kind of for one-stop shopping. We've done a great job, I think, in this latest bylaw. And maybe that's enough. We just talk with them. Hey, where they.
So I'm just looking for something which for the next agendas, and we could make it a recurring theme too. What do we want to put on the website? Which might start with is it the zoning website or is it separate website on the town? And as far as I know, Corinne, our options are zoning or separate.
Yeah.
Just link the zoning. So that can I'm just looking for that can be a topic of discussion.
Yeah.
So
I don't know the best place.
And that's right. We can work that. What do you think?
But that's a good thing. I was one of them. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, no, so we should be a little careful because I know the dynamics. So Allison runs the she I'll say I'm 80 covered issue with the contract and become trained and I think the number was it doesn't mean DEC can't do more. They have an industry. And so I can it's an easy follow for them. Allison, Friends of Northern Champlain is at capacity. Either get them more money or you have an intern and you come up with if there's anything we could report for the lake.
Yep.
Say, I was actually shocked. I didn't know. I was the first one. I really did not, still do not have a.
Yeah.
Right. But I think it's neat that we started it, and others follow, and then more follow. So we're going to be like over 30. 14.
Yeah.
No, it'll be close to 40 if we get these 14.
I think it's probably a good idea to get on the agenda for the select board. You know, it's that the Lakewise sign off, and also Misha's comment about doing a better job.
I mean, yeah, okay, so that's, I think I'll try to write that up for the next meeting and just
Yep.
say, hey, then if we all agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. I lost track. So the lake lights is great. I'll talk to Allison about how we can get them done early. I'm not moving on to project. Part of the, well, maybe I am. Let's just talk. Hey, we had these presentations. One of the things, Lakewise. Allison's wearing two hats. So the island conjunction with Cliff. And, you know, kind of done with review comments of, hey, we listen to all these great, we have these resource base. So really 2 items right now is how to get lake lights done, and we need to, and I'll just have it as a continuing item on the committee. How do we start to build? All the mechanics and how we do it with the town and we don't. So then kind of, if we move to project issue here, getting people to recognize. There's one idea to hold them. Just to give you an idea. So, friend, Allison, Shoreland Environmental, and who will carry
Great.
part of it. That's a project I was going to invite somebody from the committee, but my vote almost had. I mean, I don't want to have DEC and out there and we have, and then Fish and Wildlife stops us and like your vote is, and you can have 8 people and you have 10. I have life jackets and all that kind of stuff, but
How big is your vote?
I'm
No, lengthwise.
24.
Yeah. Okay, that's same as mine.
So I'm reasonably confident I can handle 10. What I'll do is I'll just check. I'll check to see how many are coming, and if I have a spot open, I'll say, hey, I have a spot open for a committee member. If you want to go on the tour, then what kind of book you have?
So, see where it's.
Get out of here. I got a 24.
240 Sunday.
Yeah.
What year's yours?
2006.
Mine's in 05.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, the other option would be to bring your boat too. Where are you?
Up by Camp Ingles.
Oh, okay. No, we'll do mine. If
Yeah.
I have a spot open, I just think that's funny that we both have the same boat.
How long you had yours?
3. I think I'm on 4 years.
5. Wow.
I guess I need to get a boat.
What do you have? for like Lake
I saw
Champlain. I'm pretty like weird about this, but like Lake Champlain, I've seen the waves out there, and I wouldn't go out too much. If it's nice and beautiful, but then also the waves.
Yeah, as far as
So,
anyway,
so I mean, I'll have a report from there. But then I'm guessing on a continuing item, and like, we're not making. I don't think we're making a lot of progress on that. How do we get and or how leadership directs us?
Tracy would be
Tracy, you get kind of the two, and then maybe we can't cross the bridge.
you know, it's absolutely worth talking to Carl.
Yeah.
Carl Lopez is here. He lives right here.
So we're asking for potential project identification. We're not asking like, hey, they're doing this or they're doing that or they're doing. We're looking for, hey, we see erosion, we see potential of this.
And again, we don't want to burden the town with things to do. Just a good way to identify the projects and maybe get that identification listed.
Yeah, if you see it.
Yeah.
Hey, I saw this.
Yeah.
Go look at it, and nothing more than that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, because we tried, you know, no, I'm not using that as. I'm sitting here saying this is a completely different event. This is nothing more than, hey, we have a group of volunteers, and you're paddling along the shore and you erosion.
Yeah.
Out there, and you didn't seem to.
No, I'm just. You know, we've got a lot of shoreline in this here.
Oh, we have.
Yeah. Right. Mm-hmm.
No, but the volunteer thing, where we train people, because right now I'm getting pretty good at.
Yeah.
I'm just because I'm getting pretty good. Andy, I'm highly confident you probably see things and maybe you just know or don't know or and Missy, I'm gonna bet that you've seen things and
And you're right, and I've seen things, and my first question when I see something is there potential. If there isn't,
give an example of something that you think would hurt something that
what would I'll give you something I've seen that don't hurt. But one neighbor was digging for an electrical connection. Neighbor down the road took it on the lake side of this road to kind of grade it. Actually, to me, it was an improvement, and it was way above the lake level, 6 or 8. And you know, and technically, somebody could get upset while he's putting some fill with feet of the shore, but it was this thick. And,
yeah, but so the other thing just to look at that. Like if you saw that without that whole event, you're like, here's an area that could be.
Yeah. And I talked to the owner, and he said, yeah, I've had problems with erosion down into the lake, try to stabilize. And it's just a strip, 8 feet wide next to the road. So that's just an example. Somebody else might have made it.
You're planting trees. Are they getting? So it's not dismissive. So I'm kind of looking for what do we do first? So kind of 3 items. I'm kind of looking. We almost make them a continuing Shoreland Subcommittee item.
Yeah.
Going forward, and so this project ID training could be the third.
And the project ID could be a tab on the website too.
Yeah.
See something, say something.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want to sidetrack. If you feel like taking pictures, that would be cool because there could be some funds to help that at a minimum replace all the. Like if you have roofing on the roof and it's due to erosion because there might be some funding to at the minimum plant pay for trees plant there.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
I understand. But there might be other ideas too. Like, hey, if we did this, and so that I can almost tell you, DEC would want to try to save the trees that are there. And I'm going off the top of my head. What they would want to see is you take these Hoyer logs that are like coconut something, and you put them around, and you build it up, and you fill it in, and protect those trees. Yep. And 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 then where there's exposed area, but it hasn't been, it's potentially eroding, then you can plant trees there. And what I'm learning is that's not necessarily cheap to do. So, but if you want to send me some pictures, the only reason is because this LWAC, we're not going to go up and down. And so we're not going to drive by yours and say, hey, here's a property we could help. It doesn't mean we can't do that.
Yeah. 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 Because you don't get much way back. Very little way. So it's interesting. Still, the trees are full.
And I'm just going on what I've seen the other projects. They do some stabilization, and it could be rock stabilization with some rocks with some fill.
How big a rock? I'm like, like how do he was like, oh,
No, as long as, from what I heard, as long as they're natural, you can do whatever you want. And so then you fill that in, and then you get there's some plants that you just stick in.
Yeah.
And they just start growing. And so that'll stabilize that, and that'll if you do that versus trees, you'll protect your view of it. So there. Oh,
Way up on it, but
Well, that's it, you're elevation wise, you're quite, 20 feet above the lake.
I'm not in a big tree.
but, so, this potentially is perfect, because what I think is gonna happen when we do the tour, it's mostly private property. We're gonna have to gain a bunch of property together, submit 10 properties versus one. And there's no reason we can't put yours into that. It's like, okay, we're gonna do a riparian protection planting type sort of thing. But I guess what I'm saying is don't necessarily, I understand, because I'm doing the same thing. Why? The state likes to pay, because then they get credit. And then if you get credit for the phosphorus, then the funding can come. So I get it, but also on the other side, if they can give you a check for $1,000 and claim oh, okay. This is good. Yeah. Oh, cool. I mean, I'm looking at it from the clean water service provider. Andy, once you're chair, you can't. It's so hard to get up.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be chair for another year, which is good deal.
I didn't get a year off from the planning commission, but I'm back.
But no, it's all good. And I hope, I have an interesting property. And there's an opportunity where the lake puts soil back onto my property if I put rocks in the right spot, which is an interesting thing of removing the right deposited soil. So I'm gonna have them look at it. But we need projects. So but yeah, I agree with the transparency. As long as we're transparent, and other people have an opportunity to join in. So that's good, 3 topics. And every agenda will spend 10 minutes on them, get ideas out there, we need some action. Right now, we don't have any, other than keep talking. Yeah, I don't know.
Right. A lot of people subscribe to it and read it.
So I don't wanna, David made one comment. You know, this had a lot of people. The one comment I would make is the one with Misha and Allison and one front porch people. And one after had.
Yeah.
It wasn't really a fair experiment, right? There's a chance of, I made up. Maybe it was 5.
Sure.
Whatever. But there was a lot.
No, there was a big discrepancy.
There was a big discrepancy. But front porch forum, I think, is pretty good.
Yeah.
We'll see Andy tomorrow. I can't wait.
Well, yeah, let's see who actually turns out for the public hearing Tuesday. Up until today's posting, I would have said 0 because I think they're pretty non-controversial. We'll see.
Yeah, so the 22nd, that's next. I'm trying to decide if I'm moving.
No, it's not. No, it's not free to post. Yeah, right. You can put a letter to the editor, and as long as it's less than a certain number of But then it's a matter of them having enough space for each issue.
Mm.
Don't know, I think pretty
I
well,
think
I
it-
mean,
I
you
think
can
it
get
was-
it anywhere
yeah,
in the
I
island,
think, yeah,
yeah.
and I'm not sure that they're,
Yeah. It's too bad, their reporter, Michael Trent, great. But he does a very thorough job, very fair. Wish more people would read it.
So George was gonna be here tonight, so George,
Colombier,
Colombier.
yeah.
He's explicit, I said, George, I'm putting 30 Day Causeway, because you want it on the next Shoreland Subcommittee, and he's not here.
Yeah.
Now you're here.
Yeah. So what is the I mean, this discussion goes back 20 years, 25 years about potentially removing that causeway.
I mean, all I can give you is mine. When I first came here, I didn't know anything about the phosphorus thing and all that kind of stuff, and all some people are talking about cyanobacteria and milfoil and living on the lake and all of them. It's just shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I literally did nothing but look at the map.
Mm-hmm.
Andy, Q is equal to CA square root of delta P over gamma. You're a mechanical engineer.
No, I'm not. Civil.
Civil. Flow rate, pressure drop,
Okay, yeah.
cross-sectional area.
I did take one class of
Right.
fluid mechanics.
Flow rate, cross-sectional area, pressure drop. Right?
Yeah.
We took all these nice
Yeah.
big openings with nice flow, constricted them.
Yeah.
All over the lake.
Yep.
And now it's crystal clear when you look at the picture. Missisquoi feeds into P-lots,
Yep.
constricted, and it just sits.
Yep. Yeah, so you'd start off by, and that was a serious discussion at the time the new bridge was built between Swanton and Alberg.
Yeah.
Should they remove the entirety of the existing causeway? They ended up, they removed a small portion of it, but
Does it cost?
that was part of it. And I think the discussion at the time is, there was some study that said it wasn't going to do that good. But you look at the issues in Missisquoi Bay and the fact that that causeway chokes everything off other than a narrow gap. It
Well, so-
makes sense.
What I'm trying to figure out how we do this and how, it's almost like we have to generate controversy to show up. But what I want is people like you, Andy, and other people who've experienced it to say, hey, here's what we know has been done. I did find a report. The two things I can contribute is I did find a report, and it made a pretty good case for removing a portion of the Carey Bay Causeway. But the pushback was, well, now a whole bunch of property owners are gonna have huge waves,
Yep.
which could be kind of you moving up in that direction.
Yeah.
And now they're gonna become the broadland. And now
Yeah,
I
that's
can't have my boat docked and all this kind of stuff. I mean, they're all valid.
Yeah. And so if you're gonna talk about removing that causeway, how about the one down by the gut?
Well, no.
Same situation.
And Andy, my feeling is, again, from a fluid mechanics
Yeah.
standpoint, if you don't remove them all.
Yeah.
Because fine, we remove this one, and then there's gonna be less flow down there.
Yeah.
And that's gonna become stagnant and just get.
And then you got the culvert up here on Route 2 that's plugged right now.
Right.
That is a big bone of contention.
Yeah.
I just feel like that should be so easy to fix.
Yeah.
So that's, I'm gonna take the group tax there.
Yeah.
And we're gonna figure out how to fix it. And then the other comment I'll make, and this is unsubstantiated, it's just kind of, people keep saying that the Army Corps of Engineers has basically said, we're happy to do stuff. We're happy to dredge out phosphorus, we're happy to do causeways, we have money to do all this, we first have to stop the stick.
Yeah.
Which is all the phosphorus coming down through the rivers.
Yep.
Farms, development, they said, when you do that, that's what they do, they dig and they move, and
Yeah.
but until we do that, my understanding has been,
Yeah.
because we're like, why?
Yeah,
It's
it's just
gonna
gonna
fill again, and they have to go dig it up. So, I don't know where the causeway thing.
Yeah,
I'm trying to figure out, I'd like to get anybody who has input not necessarily all the negative stuff, but hey, I was part of the study. Hey, I know about this study. Or, hey, I attended a meeting,
Yeah.
hearing where they were talking about.
You know, some of the projects we're talking about, okay, pretty significant costs, but when you start talking about removing causeways, these causeways, you're probably talking tens of millions of dollars.
$4 million to move the Pilots Bay up. 4 million.
Okay, I would have guessed more.
Gets higher.
Yeah,
Now that was whenever the reports were done 10 years ago.
well, okay, yeah, okay.
So
So
the,
it goes with it.
I guess the third thing I'll contribute is 4 years ago, I took some DEC people around, and one person said if the town would adopt this project, DEC would work with the town to do something. So there's a whole bunch of, so the town said, hey, we think this is a good thing to remove, with some reports from engineers, all that kind of stuff, and manage the hearings.
Yeah.
And manage the hearings and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
And then said, we'll manage it, which would be Andy, because he's doing the water tower.
Exciting.
Yeah, so you get to do a
Wait, that's a long
causeway,
project.
Andy. Away we go. I'm just joking. But,
yeah, no, I know.
no, and I'm serious on that part. If somebody were to adopt it as a project, then DEC said it would have a better chance of. This is good. I've got 3 items to put
Yeah.
on our next agenda, and our goal is to get some action out of them.
Yeah.
And other than that, are there any other comments? We can call for a motion.
I will make the motion to adjourn.
Approved. Thank you.
All right.
I can tell,
Thanks,
Andy,
man.
you gotta get to your computer.
I'll sleep on it. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Come on. I think it's done.
Should say. Video.
Please shut the window. The meeting is over.